Welcome to Python for Data Analysis. In this video, we are going to explore the absolute foundation of numerical computing in Python, which is the NumPy library. Whether you are aiming to be a data scientist, a machine learning engineer, or just want to crunch numbers efficiently, this is where it all starts. So, what exactly is NumPy? It stands for Numerical Python. It is the fundamental package for scientific computing. Think of it as the bedrock layer. Popular libraries you might have heard of, like Pandas for data manipulation or Matplotlib for plotting, are actually built on top of NumPy. Understanding this library is crucial for mastering the entire Python data stack. You might wonder, why not just use Python's built-in lists? There are three main reasons. First is performance. NumPy is incredibly fast because it is implemented in C. Second is memory efficiency. It uses far less RAM than standard Python lists. And third is vectorization, which lets you perform math on whole arrays at once without writing messy loops. Getting started is easy. You can install it using pip install numpy. When writing code, the standard convention used by almost everyone in the community is to import numpy, as np. This alias saves us from typing the full name every time we need a function. The heart of NumPy is the nd array object. Here, we create one by passing a standard Python list to the numpy.array function. Unlike a list that can hold different types of data, a NumPy array is homogeneous, meaning all elements must be of the same type, like all integers or all floats. Once you have an array, you need to understand its properties. ndim tells you the number of dimensions. Shape gives you the size along each dimension, like rows and columns. Size tells you the total count of elements. And dtype tells you exactly what kind of data is stored inside, for example, 64-bit integers. You don't always create arrays from lists. NumPy has helper functions to generate data quickly. np.zeros creates an array full of zeros. np.ones fills it with ones. np.arrange creates a sequence of numbers, similar to the Python range function. And np.linspace gives you evenly spaced numbers between 2 points. Visualizing dimensions is key. A one-dimensional array looks like a simple list or vector. A two-dimensional array is like a spreadsheet or matrix with rows and columns. A three-dimensional array acts like a cube of numbers, often called a tensor. Understanding this structure helps immensely when dealing with complex data. Accessing data is intuitive. You use square brackets just like with Python lists. Index 2 retrieves the third element. You can also slice arrays using the colon operator. For instance, 1:3 grabs elements from index 1 up to, but not including, index 3. One of the coolest features is element-wise operations. If you add 5 to an array, NumPy adds 5 to every single number in that array automatically. If you add two arrays together, it adds them index by index. No need for loop structures, the math just works naturally. To wrap up, remember that NumPy provides the high-performance nd array object. It forces fixed data types for speed and efficiency. It allows you to write clean, vectorized code without loops. Mastering these basics is your first real step into the world of data science.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.